Alright, good morning, fellas. Bright and early, I gotta go to school. But, the other day I dropped my bike. I wanted to kind of show you guys. So I was trying to make a U-turn, and my, shoelace got caught right around there. So I couldn't put my foot down. And so I just ended up dropping the bike. Luckily I have these frame slider things, you can see it got a little scratched up and stuff. It didn't really do too much to the actual bike itself, but scratched up these things are meant to be scratched, so I'm okay with that. And then that got a little scratched up. I don't know if you can see it, how well you can see it, but yeah. We're gonna go to school now. So some pretty funny news came out yesterday. Well, I don't really necessarily think it's funny, but it is funny. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, it was either yesterday or the day before, Dave Chappelle gets tackled while he's on stage for a Netflix special. I just think it's really funny. Because, a couple weeks prior to that, Will Smith goes up on stage while Chris Rock is doing his comedy, his jokes, he's making fun of all the celebrities at the Grammys or whatever. Yeah, it's just hilarious. It's honestly kind of disgusting. I watch a lot of comedy, and I hope that doesn't become a normal thing. I know heckling is a thing. People just yell at the comedians, but I don't know. It was funny. After he gets tackled, after Dave Chappelle gets tackled, he gets up and he starts cracking jokes, and he starts making fun of the guy. He goes and watches him get beat up. It's hilarious. But I think it's really stupid. I think it's ridiculous that we got people getting butthurt over some simple jokes, and they can't take a joke. They want to go and resort to violence over some simple jokes. Alright, get a load of these dickheads. Yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous. Why are we stopped up here? I mean, who isn't paying attention? Yeah, you got people that they can't take a joke, and they go up there and resort to violence, and it's ridiculous. But I don't know, I guess it keeps people interested. You know, you can never tell if the thing that happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock was, real or not. I think it was real. I think it was a real slap, a real reaction. It's a room full of actors, so it could very easily not be real. A room full of great actors. Could have been fake. I think it was real. And, the same thing with, I guess, everything in life. The Dave Chappelle thing could have been fake too. I think it was. I think that one was definitely real. I definitely think that one was real. But you never know. Not these days. You don't know who's being manipulated and what's being played. So on the other hand, I'm having a lot of fun doing this YouTube thing, making these videos. It's more fun for me to see like how high I can get the numbers. I know it sounds weird. I know a lot of people are like, stay humble, don't look at the numbers, and just have fun making YouTube videos. And yeah, it's fun making them, but I think of the numbers as a game. I'm trying to get my high score. Every video I'm trying to get a new high score. So I think that's just a lot of fun. Yeah, I really like it. Last video, I ended up getting 3 new subscribers, 3 of them. That's amazing, that's dope. I was excited. Making me feel good. I was super excited to hear about that. Oh, that thing, whatever that is, it looks like an armadillo. Is dead. The other thing about if people rushing stage during a comedy show, hitting a comedian because they don't like what they say, that can easily escalate. That can easily turn into weapons. I mean, they could rush the stage with a knife, or they don't even have to rush the stage, they got a gun, and then it opens up the shit show, and comedy will die. And I don't want to see comedy die, man. I love it. I listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, and I think a few episodes ago, not many, but they were talking about the Will Smith thing with Chris Rock. And Joe Rogan was like, you know how dangerous that could be if that escalated and people started doing that at other comedy shows? Because he kind of jinxed it. He said he didn't think it would happen, but I mean, he did kind of jinx it, kind of called it, I guess. So I don't know. I love the Joe Rogan Experience. It's an amazing podcast. If you don't listen to Joe Rogan Experience, you need to. You learn so much. It's very entertaining. You learn a lot. Even with the people that like you wouldn't find very entertaining, you wouldn't think very entertaining, you know, whether they're political figures or doctors or whatever. You know, he has all types of people on there, and he finds a way to make it entertaining, and you learn so much. I mean, some of it you might not ever use, but I think just it's an experience. It's his experience, and he's allowing us to like listen to it. And you know, some of the stuff can be great conversation starters for other people. I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but if someone says something, you're like, oh, I heard this off the Joe Rogan podcast. I think it's awesome. I think if you're not listening to it, you can really learn a lot, and you should definitely listen to it. He's a great guy. He has all types of people on there too. He's got he has a lot of comedians and a lot of MMA fighters and people involved in the MMA scene, I guess, the industry. But he's got all types of people. He's got rappers on there. He's recently had Post Malone, Snoop Dogg. I don't think Snoop Dogg was that recent. It might have been. Yeah, you don't have to like listen to his newest podcast. What I did when I first started listening to it is I just went down, scrolled down the list. He's got almost 2,000 episodes of it, and I found who the people I would want to listen to. You know, I listened to all the Kevin Hart ones. I listened to Snoop Dogg. There's a lot of them. I don't know. I listened to a lot of them. A couple MMA fighters. I listened to those ones. Some comedian. I don't know. I just listened to the people I was interested in, and you know, if you could do that too. I mean, don't listen to the doctors and the there's not really politicians, but there's people like Ben Shapiro, Mr. Sharpio, I like to call him. But yeah, I think that's a great podcast for anyone who I'd listen to that podcast over music any day. Couple great stories on there. My favorite one so far is his podcast with Bobby Green. Bobby Green has his dad come in and tell a story about his first time going to prison, and it might be the best storytelling I've ever heard on a podcast. It's such a good story, super entertaining. It had me locked. I mean, I was locked in. It was amazing. Great story. Nice little cop there. He actually pulled me over once, but I wasn't on the bike. Pulled me over when I was in a car. He's really cool though. He's super nice about it. I was late for work, so I was going a little faster than I should have been. But he gave me a warning. He was cool. He said, don't do it again. I didn't do it again. So, alright boys, well, I'm probably gonna go. I'll hopefully have this video. I'm probably gonna edit it in school. I mean, I don't really do my schoolwork, so I'm probably just gonna edit it in school, and hopefully when I get home I'll upload it. Hopefully, I'm not sure. So hopefully it'll be up today. But yeah, I'll see you then. See ya.